On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
In-law.
A relative by marriage, such as a mother-in-law, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law.
Examples:
Future in-law. Meeting in-laws. My sister-in-law is a pediatrician who works in a children's hospital.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
Physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
The problem of drug abuse. Victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban formed the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Dementia.
A severe decline in cognitive function, especially memory, as a result of disease or injury.
Examples:
Dementia patients probably have dementia. The study found that regular exercise can help to prevent the onset of dementia in older age.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Scam.
A clever and dishonest, and often illegal, business scheme, a fraud.
Examples:
A phishing scam. Scam phone call. That bank employee prevented the older woman from falling for the scam.
Retire.
To withdraw from one's position or occupation, especially because of age.
Examples:
Retire voluntarily. Retire after 4 terms. After working for the company for 30 years, she decided to retire from her job.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Impair.
To damage something or make it weaker or worse.
Examples:
Impair my health. Impair insulin sensitivity. The accident made his vision impaired.
Detective.
A person whose job it is to find out information about crimes and find out who did them.
Examples:
Detective work. Detective movie. The detective diligently pursued his cases.
Rip.
To tear something or be torn violently or suddenly.
Examples:
Rip a notebook apart. Rip a hole in the roof. During transit, the stuff may rip off the luggage tag.
Phony.
Not genuine, counterfeit, insincere, pretentious.
Examples:
Phony excuse. Phony smile. He's a phony salesman who promises things he can't deliver.
Contractor.
A person or company that enters into a contract to provide materials or labor to perform a specific task or service.
Examples:
Management contractor. Major defense contractor. The company hired a contractor to remodel their office building.
Prosecute.
To bring legal action against someone in a court of law. To pursue or carry out something to completion or achievement.
Examples:
prosecute criminal, prosecute case. The attorney decided to prosecute the suspect for stealing from the store.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
wanted criminal, criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
defend my country, defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
death from shock, shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
horrify audience, horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Deputy.
A person who is appointed as the substitute of another and given the power to do something instead of another.
Examples:
a deputy governor, deputy attorney general. She left the decision to her deputy.
District.
A part of a country or town, especially one with particular features.
Examples:
school districts, urban districts. Since 2001, the district has provided training programs for automotive technicians.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
folk art, the folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Disability.
A physical or mental condition that makes it difficult for someone to do some things that other people do.
Examples:
a disability pension, a learning disability. Listening to music at a high volume may lead to a hearing disability.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
statistics for cancer, official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Conviction.
A strong belief or opinion, especially one that is based on principles or evidence, criminal law, a final judgment of guilty in a criminal case, and the punishment that is imposed.
Examples:
Moral conviction. Conviction for murder. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public. Perpetrator. A person who carries out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception.
Examples:
Perpetrator identity. Culprit perpetrator. The police have not yet caught the perpetrator of the crime.
Instinctive.
Relating to or based on instinct, done without conscious thought, as if from an inner compulsion or natural tendency.
Examples:
Instinctive reaction. Instinctive behavior. It was instinctive for the mother to protect her child from harm.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
Neglect to call. Neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Fraud.
The crime of gaining money or financial benefits by deceiving people, a person who makes deceitful pretenses.
Examples:
Get money by fraud. Victim of fraud. The police arrested them for committing insurance fraud.
Exploitation.
The process of making some area of land or water more profitable or productive or useful.
Examples:
Sexual exploitation. The exploitation of fossil resources. Strategic exploitation of cutting-edge technology would be a sure formula for success.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Bombard.
To attack a place with bombs or gunshots continuously, to address with continuously or persistently, as if with a barrage.
Examples:
Bombard him with questions. Bombard a fort with heavy shells. Overprotective parents often bombard their children with messages reinforcing their lack of mastery.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Nest.
A structure in which animals lay their eggs or give birth to their young.
Examples:
Bird's nest. A nest of thieves. The female birds build a nest and lay their eggs in May.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
Wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Lucrative.
Producing a great deal of profit, financially rewarding.
Examples:
Lucrative deal. Lucrative market. Investing in real estate can be a lucrative business if done correctly.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well-versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Deficit.
The total amount by which money spent is greater than money earned in a particular period of time, the property of being an amount by which something, especially an amount of money, is less than expected or required.
Examples:
Federal budget deficit. An accumulative deficit. Exchange rate fluctuations have increased that country's trade deficit.
Compensate.
To make up for a loss, injury, or inconvenience by giving something of value.
Examples:
Compensate a loss. Compensate for a car accident. The company offered to compensate the employees for the overtime they worked.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
decline a job offer, decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
manipulate figures, vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples:
exploit a security hole, exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples:
a profound insight, share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations, combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Persuade.
To convince or induce someone to do something by presenting a reason or argument, to sway or influence someone's decision or opinion.
Examples:
attempt to persuade, persuade a hijacker to surrender. She tried to persuade her brother to join her on the trip.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
influence a child's future, influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Groom.
To clean, brush, and care for the fur or feathers of an animal, to prepare oneself or someone else for a special event or occasion, to make something neat.
Examples:
groom duties, groom a horse. I need to groom my dog before his fur gets too long.
Asset.
Something or someone that is useful or valuable quality, skill, etc., valuable property.
Examples:
frozen assets, liquid assets of the company. A sense of humor is an invaluable asset in this job.
Caregiving.
The act of providing care and support for someone who is ill, disabled, or elderly.
Examples:
caregiving process, caregiving responsibilities. She devoted her life to caregiving, looking after her aging parents.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Penny.
A small denomination of currency or coin, typically the smallest unit of a currency system. In the U.S., a coin worth 1 cent.
Examples:
Penny stock. Save a penny. I found a lucky penny on the ground while walking to work this morning.
Incur.
To suffer from something, usually something negative, such as a loss, cost, or financial burden, to become subject to something as a result of one's actions or conduct.
Examples:
Incur a $50 fine for. Incur a great danger. I didn't mean to incur such a large debt on my credit card.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Debt.
Something, especially money, goods, or services owed by one person to another, the state of owing something.
Examples:
Debt ceiling. Corporate debt. He became in debt after losing his job.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Mortgage.
A loan secured by the collateral of a specific property, such as a house, that is repaid over a set period of time with interest, the legal agreement governing this loan.
Examples:
Mortgage payment. Fixed rate mortgage. They were able to purchase their dream home with a mortgage from the bank.
Psychotherapy.
The treatment of mental or emotional problems by talking with a therapist.
Examples:
Field of psychotherapy. Psychotherapy for depression. He took psychotherapy to help him deal with his accident trauma.
Receptionist.
A person employed at a front desk or in a waiting area of an office, hotel, or other organization, whose job is to greet visitors, answer phones, and perform other general administrative tasks.
Examples:
Friendly receptionist. Hotel receptionist. Our company is looking to hire a bilingual receptionist to serve our diverse clients better.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Urgently.
In a way that requires immediate action or attention, especially before anything else, because of being very important.
Examples:
Tackle the problem urgently. Urgently required. I need to send this email urgently.
Evict.
To expel someone from a property, especially with the support of the law.
Examples:
Evict a person from his home. Evict squatter. The landlord may evict tenants for violations of the lease agreement.
Lawsuit.
A legal action taken by one party against another in a court of law, typically seeking damages or some other form of remedy for perceived wrongs or harms suffered.
Examples:
Lawsuit settlement. File a lawsuit. The company is facing a lawsuit for its alleged discrimination against employees.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Mortify.
To cause extreme embarrassment, shame, or humiliation, to subdue or discipline one's bodily passions or desires.
Examples:
Mortify his ego. Mortify the body. My parents used to mortify me by telling embarrassing stories about me in front of my friends.
Delay.
To cause something to happen at a later time than originally intended or expected.
Examples:
Delay a flight 3 hours. Delay the new project. We delayed the payment because of an incorrect invoice.
Inherent.
Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute.
Examples:
Inherent risk. Have an inherent dislike. Honesty is an inherent quality that everyone should strive to possess.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Cardiologist.
A medical doctor who specializes in the study and treatment of the heart and the circulatory system.
Examples:
Cardiologist appointment. Skilled cardiologist. My grandfather is seeing a cardiologist to monitor his heart condition.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Litigate.
To initiate or engage in legal proceedings, typically to settle a dispute or enforce a legal right.
Examples:
Litigate a contract dispute. Litigate a copyright. The two parties will have to litigate their disagreements in court.
Testimony.
A formal written or spoken statement that something is true, especially one given in court, something that serves as evidence.
Examples:
Testimony before Congress. Give his testimony. Witness testimony backed up the defendant's claims.
Deposition.
The process of obtaining testimony from a witness or a party to a lawsuit outside of the courtroom. The act of removing or displacing someone from a position of power or authority. The process of laying down a substance or material in a particular place or on a particular surface, such as sedimentary rock formation.
Examples:
Deposition of minerals. Legal deposition. The deposition of the CEO was crucial in determining the company's guilt.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Exhausted.
Extremely tired.
Examples:
The exhausted food sources. Exhausted parents. The exhausted runner fell to the ground and gasped.
Dismiss.
To regard something or someone as not important and not worth considering. To terminate someone's employment.
Examples:
Dismiss a person from the office. Dismiss a matter with a laugh. The committee has decided to dismiss the president from the post.
Fade.
To vanish, to fade away, to lose color, to lose freshness.
Examples:
Fade away almost completely. Fade in importance. My memory will fade, but my heart will live on.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Confrontation.
The act of facing or dealing with something directly and openly, a direct and often hostile encounter or disagreement.
Examples:
Confrontation at the national level. Confrontation with others. The confrontation between the two leaders was broadcast live on television.
Clause.
A group of words containing a subject and a predicate and forming part of a sentence.
Examples:
Clause in contract. A main clause. The contract had a clause that specified penalties for late delivery.
Constitution.
The set of fundamental principles or established precedents that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by, the act of forming or establishing something.
Examples:
The national constitution. The national constitution. When the Constitution is amended, it often creates a great deal of controversy throughout the country.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Confront.
To face, meet or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Examine.
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples:
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
A home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Wheelchair.
A chair fitted with large wheels for use as a means of transport by a person who is unable to walk.
Examples:
electric-powered wheelchair, wheelchair accessibility. This library rents out various types of folding wheelchairs for visitors.
Courtroom.
A room in which a court of law is held.
Examples:
courtroom drama, courtroom trial. The eyewitness took the stand in the courtroom and gave testimony crucial to the case.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
eventually become obsolete, eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Carve.
To create something by cutting wood or stone, to turn sharply.
Examples:
carve a statue, carve my name on the plate. This statue is carved from a single tree trunk.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Necessity.
The state or fact of being needed, anything indispensable.
Examples:
in great necessity. The necessity of the concrete measure. He emphasized the necessity of immediate action.
Substitute.
A person or thing acting or serving instead of another one. Verb, to act as a something or someone instead of another one.
Examples:
substitute coffee, substitute teacher. I substitute skim milk for regular milk because we are on a strict diet.
In person.
Taking place with someone physically present together in the same place rather than on the phone, email, or video link.
Examples:
in-person performance. Get an in-person appointment. The virtual world is quite different from the in-person world.
Presence.
The fact or state that someone or something exists, occurs, or is present.
Examples:
the evidence of the presence. His majestic presence. The path to a solid online presence necessitates a high technical ability.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Safeguard.
To protect something or someone from harm, damage, or loss.
Examples:
Safeguard my property. Safeguard environmental quality. This measure will safeguard people against terrorism.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Interference.
The act or process of getting involved in and trying to influence a specific situation, the state of being affected and influenced with.
Examples:
Officious interference. Interference wave. Unfortunately, the radio interference made it difficult to hear the broadcast.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done. Noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Reliable.
Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy.
Examples:
Reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
Cost barrier. Information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Predatory.
Living by eating other animals, especially by catching prey that is still alive.
Examples:
A predatory bird. Predatory warfare. The domesticated cat still has its predatory instincts.
Awkward.
Making you feel uncomfortable or embarrassed, causing inconvenience or difficulty.
Examples:
An awkward expression. An awkward date. The awkward design of the interface made the operation difficult.
Grain.
Wheat or any other small hard seeds used as a food, a relatively small granular particle of a substance.
Examples:
A grain of sand. Flour made from grain. Ordinary air purifiers cannot adequately remove pollen grains.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Practical.
Of or connected with actual use or real situation rather than with theory and ideas.
Examples:
Practical English. Gain practical experience. Her concept is highly practical and helpful.
Unobtrusive.
Not conspicuous or noticeable, especially in a way that is intended to avoid attracting attention or causing disruption, not interfering or obstructing.
Examples:
Unobtrusive design. Unobtrusive presence. The security cameras were designed to be unobtrusive and blend in with their surroundings.
Doorbell.
A bell that is pressed or pulled to signal that someone wishes to enter a building.
Examples:
Touch a doorbell. Doorbell chime. He rang the doorbell and waited for someone to answer.
Alert.
To warn or arouse to a sense of danger. Adjective, paying close attention or being in a state of readiness for action.
Examples:
Alert consumers to the dangers. Alert system. The company's cybersecurity team alerted the CEO to potential threats.
Paperwork.
Administrative tasks that involve writing or typing documents.
Examples:
Paperwork process. Bureaucratic paperwork. The paperwork for the loan application was extensive.
Regrow.
To grow back or regenerate after being cut or removed, such as cells or tissues in the body, or plants and vegetation.
Examples:
Regrow hair. Regrow vegetation. Lizards can regrow their tails if they are cut off.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Dignity.
The quality of being worthy of esteem or respect, high office or rank or station.
Examples:
Respect for human dignity. Retain everyone's dignity. The failure destroyed his trust and personal dignity.
Self-respect.
A feeling of being proud of and confident in yourself.
Examples:
Lacks a sense of self-respect. Wound his self-respect. Her failure resulted in a loss of her self-respect.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Humor.
The quality of being amusing or funny, the liquid parts of the body.
Examples:
Sardonic humor. Vitreous humor. My wife seems to be in ill humor.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Mist.
A cloud of very small drops of water collecting in the air, just above the ground or water.
Examples:
Mist in the morning. Fine mist. The sun has risen, and the mist has faded.
Ramp.
A sloping surface connecting two levels or inclines, typically used for the movement of people, vehicles, or goods.
Examples:
The ramp of a chasm. An exit ramp. The wheelchair user needed a ramp to access the building's entrance.
Awareness.
The fact or state of knowing something exists and is important.
Examples:
Awareness of my ignorance. Raise public awareness. There has been a gradual but steady rise in environmental awareness.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.